To go into a little bit more detail about the paper, um, if you click here, you'll see our paper thing. You need to do a few things first. Okay, you have to do this project approval form before you start writing the paper, or you're going to earn 0 points. Okay, so this includes drafts to the writing center. Recall, before you do this, so that means before you actually start writing the paper, you will have sent me a topic. I'll make sure that it sort of meets your specialization in PUBA. Okay, then you'll get some help with this project approval form from the librarian. You'll see here, most of you are going to write a lit review and you're going to need sources. But here I say, look, you need a minimum of 6, but you'll probably end up with more like 8 or 10 because it's going to be about 6 pages. Okay? It needs to be, I've told the Writing Center myself that it needs to meet all of these standards or it won't be read and you won't receive any points for either the draft of the Writing Center or me. Okay, so it needs to be double spaced, 1-inch margins, 12 font. You must spell and grammar check it. For the senior project, your drafts need to be at least 6 pages long. Okay, you're going to submit them to turnitin.com, all of your drafts. If your draft wasn't 6 pages long and doesn't meet these standards here, you're not going to get credit for it. So you're going to want to bring this with you, and I use that in quotes because I don't know how you're going to meet with the writing tutor. Okay, but I've sent this to them and they should be aware of it. Okay. So after you do the project approval form, you're going to send it. You're going to make sure it meets those requirements we just talked about. You're going to send it to turnitin.com. You're going to use these checklists to avoid low grades. Okay. Here I tell you what to do. Okay, remember it's going to be graded 4 times. Well, I'm sorry. You'll turn it in twice to the Writing Center. I will grade it twice, as I said in the first video in this series. Okay, and then I sort of say everything that I've tried to say here. So make sure you read this closely, and if you have any questions, you get back to me. In a previous video, I mentioned, I mentioned you're going to want to use this course schedule, not this one. Okay, this just has the due dates down here. Okay, but you'll want to do everything off of here, and I say much more about what's going on. Okay, if you have any questions about the paper and what you're going to be doing and what steps, it's important that you get these steps correct because I'm not going to have the Writing Center read your paper until you have these first 2 steps, meeting with the librarian and project approval form. Okay, let me know if you have questions. Again, and read the paper instructions.